lovelies. Oh, I was just watching this thing on JonBenet, Ramsey again. And I was pulling cards. And it's very interesting what's coming out. So I picked them up, brought them in here. I'll show you what I got. But getting started, I want to pull one from the film noir and from the Beloved Dead, and just see if it's going to give us anything else. And then I'll put the cards down like they came out. Put the overhead on, because it is interesting, and especially those that are learning tarot, you might enjoy this reading. Not that it's fun, but it's interesting. The Big Sleep. The Big Sleep. That's interesting. The Big Sleep. Wheelman of Alibis. It says that there. Big Sleep. Wheelman of Alibis. So that's interesting, huh? They have the Wheelman of Alibis. Yes or no? The Puppet Show. The Puppet Show. The Wheelman of Alibis and the Puppet Show. I'm going to pull one more. Attention. Okay. Let's do one more. Yes or no? Act of Love, the Puppet Show. Attention, blowing the horn. And expectations. Expectation. The Wheelman of Alibis. Very interesting. So now we'll go ahead and I'll turn this overhead on, and I'll show you what I've gotten so far. I haven't looked at what all's underneath of it yet. I just see this, but we'll look and see what's underneath of it. See if we can figure out a little more. But it's mainly on the investigation. What happened? What's going on? Okay, let's see what we have. I can never get this straight, but hopefully you'll be able to see. So anyway, as we're coming into it, the reading's about an unsatisfactory harvest. So this, you know, Pentacles can be about direct knowledge, because it's grounded. It's the grounded things. What did they find? It was a bit unsatisfactory, shedding light, and an absolute nightmare. Sleepless nights when it comes to the JonBenet Ramsey investigation. Okay. Energy coming into it. So there was a charging forward rapidly, what I get with this, looking very quickly, but they did not get a good harvest of energy, okay? Because he's going in this direction, directly to the evidence. That's what I would say with that, directly to the evidence, rapidly looking for evidence, but it was unsatisfactory. When it comes to what? The children, the past, the children, light on the children and the past, that it went nowhere, upside down, okay, stalled. So what we have going on now, it is a tower moment, okay, when it comes to what? At the center of it, justice. Now this is interesting under here, because we have the woman holding on to the action, but she knows something, the mental realm. Yellow is a mental realm. Kind of the cat, we've got a bit of the psychic thing, maybe a little hidden knowledge about action, perhaps knows something and is stymieing part of this, is what it looks like it could be. The challenge is how to go forward. So they're not looking towards this way, they're looking outwards to see if they see something from the outside that would create this tower moment. Now there is this loss, a loss when it comes to justice, a feeling of loss. A loss with what's being offered up, okay? So it doesn't look like they're finding something on the outside. It's a loss of what's being offered up. And she's kind of looking in this direction, okay? Of moving this forward, of offering up, okay? Potential outcome, what's being held on to? The evidence that they've got, what little evidence. So looking forward, holding on to the evidence that they have, okay? Looking at emotional things and also actions when it comes to the evidence that they have. There is a struggle with this, okay? A struggle when it comes to this loss. And again, what's being offered up, they're not liking what's being offered up, okay? She's looking here, she's offering up something. This is probably Patsy offering up some things, but they're not liking what she's putting in there, okay? So kind of interesting. Our four corners, we have not liking the harvest. This would be the actual evidence that they have that they're holding on to. Not liking some things that are coming down, and this is a nightmare scenario that they would like to be able to solve, okay? They've tried to get as much information as they can as quickly as they could. So when we have here at the center of it is justice, when it comes to the children, when it comes to JonBenet, there is the loss for justice. A tower moment when it comes to Patsy, okay? Now, is it a tower moment for justice that she's not getting it, or is she withholding something that she knows? So when it comes to justice, this is overturned because what? They're looking at an outside element. Is that it? Justice, rapidly looking, okay, assessing the information, mentally assessing what's being given up, what's being offered to them, okay? So they want a light on justice when it comes to her. Now, I'm wondering about the things being offered up here. Is this the brother that's offering things to JonBenet? Okay, which could be that nightmare scenario that's a tower moment because of what he was offering up. Now, I've always said there's something really odd about the brother. Something very odd. Are they protecting him? So again, this loss is a tower moment with what's being offered up. And she, you know, she's given a little information. It looks like they're holding on to whatever, but it doesn't look like it's enough. So let's move these and let's see what's under the surface. Let me get something to drink. They were having some expectation. Was it a yes or no? It's a puppet show. Attention to what's being played. Oh, something being played. The wheelman of alibis, the big sleep. It's a cover-up of some sort is what it looks like. But let's go and see. So underneath of it, the first thing we have is struggling with what they're getting, the strength. Okay, I think in this thing they're looking for a correct information for something higher to come out. There's a message about the actions when it comes to the death. They're struggling. Again, a struggle when it comes to the okay, I'm drawing a blank now. They're struggling with this. I think there's a strength that something more is known. Okay? There is something more known when it comes to the higher things being stymied, okay? Being restricted. I'm wondering if this higher thing is protecting the sun. Oh, judgment, struggling with judgment, okay? And trying to have a balance here with what's given, the strength of what's given. Oh, here we have the message about the action. There's a theft. There's a takeaway. It looks like there is some strong knowledge when it comes to the death. They are investigating. They have been investigating this. They're looking for more open, concrete information for the path forward to open up. They want a new action. They're going to be questioning. They were questioning more, but Patsy's gone now, so they can't really question her anymore. When it comes to the takeaway of this, they're wanting to bring some balance. Okay, balance to it. And I think the lid off, they're looking to see what they can see here. They would love to be able to solve this, okay, pushing through when it comes to the death, looking as much as they can find. Again, they are going to continue to investigate and hoping that something opens up a new action to bring balance to this. Being stymied, okay, restricted. Higher knowledge about the takeaway is being restricted. Because of their faith, the new action, okay, and as far as the new path forward, concrete, they want a message about the action and strengthening this to bring it to a tempering of it, okay? As far as the theft, the takeaway, being restricted from the absolute truth of it, okay? New action concerning the death. The lid is off, trying to figure out the higher dynamic, okay? Investigating into their belief system and this new action when it comes to the push that they're going through with it. So it's what's being birthed, wanting a victory, what's being built, looking at the long term, okay? Trying to hold on to the emotions, controlling emotions when it comes to the family, being pushed to the edge when it comes to direct action. Something that's hidden. Let's see what's hidden. What have they been hiding? Things up in the air. So again, a lot of complications with it. Something that's known that's up in the air. So many different cups, so many different elements to it when it comes to the message and what they are sharing. Okay? Just wanting to bring it to a rest, to a close. Okay? Trying to control when it comes to what is actually there. Again, wanting to control your environment. So, if I'm reading this right, they know more than what they're telling, okay? And it looks like perhaps they could be protecting their son because they're doing a puppet show. Yes or no? Okay, with what they're putting out there. Okay. Expectations when it comes to the big sleep and the wheelman of alibis. Okay. So on that note, I will leave that here. Let me know what you think. But I thought it was an interesting reading coming out. Doesn't tell us for sure who did it. I don't know if it ever will. I'll pull 3 cards and just see if it's going to give anything else. Let's see if it'll give us anything else. We may never know. The chicken, what was hatched? Something hatched. A promise. Okay. A promise. A promise, something that was hatched. The wheel. Okay. The wheel. So again, it looks like they know something, but they are protecting. Okay. They're protecting the chicken. Okay. So who was being protected? Was it the father that's being protected? Was it the son that's being protected? Was it Patsy being protected? But somebody's giving alibis for the big sleep. Yeah.